Okay, Cardin, I need you to go to YouTube and type in Pepe Sylvia.
Okay.
Because you're going to know exactly what Brad is talking about. Brad, this is 100% Pepe Sylvia behavior.
Yes.
This is 2024's Solomon Spaulding.
And see, this is the kind of stuff where if Bill Reel is going to make this big of a deal out of this, how am I supposed to take seriously the way he views the rest of church history?
This whole box is Pepe Sylvia!
File or something? No, I got something for you, bro.
Yeah.
His real last name is Claflin. Remember when they tried to spread this rumor that my actual name is Gary?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
That you were gay.
This is gonna be the best day ever. This is gonna be the best day ever. Wake up.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Ward Radio. I'm your host, Cardinellis, and today I'm joined in the studio by Kuweku L, as well as via Zoom by Brad Whitbeck. We got the OG3 back in the studio to react to, man, Anti-Mormons. They're just the gift that keeps on giving to this channel. This time, it is one Bill Reel. And Brad, you got to tell us what's going on. What
Dude, is
happening with Bill Reel? This is absurd. Go, my man.
I don't even know where to begin. So pull up Bill Reel's Facebook post about this.
Okay, here it is.
I don't know.
Right
I guess Bill Reel is disturbed to find out that actors can have testimonies too.
Okay.
He's wigging out because of Kwaku. You know the Book of Mormon Central. They just, or Scripture Central just put out their new Evidences series, right?
Yeah, the guy. I know the guy, and it's an actor because he was in the Joseph Prophet of the Restoration movie. He's in Mormon movies. You know why?
He's in
Mormon.
A lot of Mormon movies, right?
Yeah.
So that guy, Bill Reel, is mad that they cast an actor to be the guy talking you through, like, presenting the evidences, right?
Yeah. In Spanish,
can you think of a more nothing burger of a thing to be mad about?
Hey, Brad, I don't know. I was on set once for this Jewish movie, and I realized that they hired Adam Sandler. How dare you? How dare you?
Dude, okay, so let's read the official post here. You told me about this. I have yet to read this, so we're going to react to this live. But here's Bill Reel.
But as you go through, I want you to recognize how Pepe Silva Bill Reel becomes as he starts going through.
It's a great reference.
Who's Pepe Silva?
From It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my gosh, is that his real name?
No,
that's his character name.
It's his conspiracy character.
That is so funny.
That's a great reference, Brad.
Pepe Silva.
Thank you, Quaker. Thank you for getting it. You've got to scroll through all of the comments that Bill Reel has added in this.
Okay, so here we go. This is so funny. I am not even two sentences in, and I am laughing and dying inside a little bit.
Can I read this with my Bill Reel impression?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please do.
Read it with your best Bill Reel impression right here, Kwaku L. Go.
Mm-hmm. The person in the Book of Mormon Central videos above the flag.
That was the worst one. Hey, get your gong cha out of. Get your gong
cha.
Just a juvenile fourth grade insult by giving him a stupid voice. Okay. But it's still funny as an adult. No, it's still you still laugh because it's funny.
Can I read it with the level of vigor that I feel like it was written with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Read it.
Okay.
Go, my man.
Here's how I imagine Bill Reel having written this.
Okay.
The person in the Book of Mormon Central's videos, A Marvelous Work, claims to be Scott Christopher, when in reality, he is an actor who at least at one time was named Scott Claflin. Using a pseudonym is one thing. Getting paid to act out your testimony is another. In fact, using his actor name to act for a religious video in which he is paid to act as believer, regardless if he is one, is strange. It seems he should have been Scott Claflin in the videos then. Scott Claflin was paid by Book of Mormon Central to act using his actor name, Scott Christopher. Scott Claflin, the believer, is one thing. Scott Christopher, the paid actor, acting his testimony seems like an unethical thing to do in the name of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Okay, Cardin, I need you to go to YouTube and type in Pepe Sylvia.
Okay.
Because You're going to know exactly what Brad is talking about. Brad, this is 100% Pepe Sylvia behavior.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, this is the know your meme. Pepe Sylvia.
Have you seen the video?
Yes, where he's
Watch the video.
Okay,
Play the video.
We're gonna watch the video really fast then,
because this is actually crazy like that.
Okay.
This is exactly that.
Okay, so YouTube Pepe Sylvia, and the first thing that comes up is season 4, episode 10. Here we go. YouTube.
They're on to me, dude. Those guys are sharp as nails up there. You can't put anything past them. Oh my God, dude, I'm freaking out. I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? Okay? I've stumbled onto a major company conspiracy, Mac. How about that for stress?
Hey, he's wearing a shirt and tie.
Yep.
He just needs the background from the warehouse or the firehouse that he, used to podcast from. And it's all good. Here we go.
What the hell are you talking about?
This company is being bled like a stuck pig, Mac, and I got a paper trail to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this.
Jesus Christ,
That
Charlie.
right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I've been dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia. This name keeps coming up over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I look in the mail. Well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia.
Do we have to watch the whole thing, or is,
as you're watching, scroll through Bill Reel's comment section at all of the things he has posted.
Yeah, so play it,
Okay.
but then listen to it as you read Bill Reel's thing.
Okay, so here we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to his comment right here, and here it is. Scott Claflin. Scott Claflin was paid by Book of Mormon Central. Okay, well here these comments are hilarious. So here, this is his smoking gun that Scott Claflin, all right, is also known as Scott Christopher. Now, here's my question for the Bill Reels of this world. If you feel that it's inappropriate for, a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints who also just happens to be an actor is acting in a movie that happens to deal with faith, how do you feel about Jonathan Rumi playing Jesus in The Chosen? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about, who is the guy that played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ? I can't remember. What's his name? He was in Sound of Freedom. It starts with a C. It's an Italian name. He's a really serious
I can't remember his name.
Catholic. Come on, who is this, Brett?
It's Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel. See, I told you it started with a C. So how do you feel about Jim Caviezel playing Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ? By the way, are Buddhists only allowed to do non-Buddhist cinema? Like, is Bollywood, do they have to hire nothing but Christians to staff Bollywood films? Like,
what did Bill Reel want? Did he want this to just be presented by someone who has no presenting or acting experience?
Well, also,
how is this dishonest to have an actor be the presenter guy? He introduced himself using his stage name, right? Look at the comments that Bill Reel has here.
So
He's got the Facebook page of Scott Claflin, then his IMDb page, that's Scott Christopher. Then this encyclopedia.com for Scott Christopher with his acting resume on it. Then TV Guide with Scott Claflin on it. Dude.
Yeah, this is intense. And then the comments are just nuts here. This is why, I don't know, sometimes just there's something that happens when you lose your faith. I don't know what it is, but he's sure, using a pseudonym is one thing. Getting paid to act out your testimony is another. Look, guys, if you're an actor, or as you call it, a presenter, I would call it the host, okay, of a kind of a nonfiction piece. This isn't really narrative. It's kind of semi-documentary. In Spanish, that's literally called el presentador. It's literally called the presenter, the host is called the presenter, right? So sure, using a pseudonym is one thing, which you have a pseudonym. I would prefer to call it a stage name or a pen name. Okay. But using a pseudonym is one thing. Getting paid to act out your testimony is another. Well, what do you think every single actor in every single one of the Book of Mormon videos is doing? They literally ask you in the Book of Mormon videos, do you have a temple recommend or not? Because believe it or not, guys, that you're allowed to want your actors to be emotionally invested in their performance.
This is the dumbest. This is the dumbest thing. Okay, first, RFM. Okay, RFM, I know you're watching this. You're an actor. You did musicals. I think we actually did the same musical.
Wait, RFM did musicals?
Yeah, he and I actually talked about that. He
He's
yeah.
a theater geek.
He's a theater. Hey, me and Brad were too. All right. But
Heck yeah, man.
But here's what I'm saying though. RFM, you got to know this is a ridiculous argument to make.
Oh no, I'm saying this is nothing but love, dude. I was in show choir.
No,
I'm just laughing because I know these people are drama.
No, I mean RFM, you got to know that your buddy Bill's. This is a terrible case to make. This is the most nothing burger of nothing. Would you like more air with this nothing burger? Because there's nothing in between the bread.
Exactly. And the fact that Bill Reel is blowing up about this much, I think harms his credibility. It makes you wonder, like, if you're willing to make this big of a deal out of the Book of Mormon Scripture Central guys hiring an actor to be the host for their evidence
Wait,
thing.
Brad, I need you to do some improv with me real quick, okay?
Okay.
I need you to pretend you're an anti-Mormon, a big anti-Mormon. Okay. And it's 3 a.m., okay? You're getting a call from me at 3 a.m.
And you just took your third Xanax.
Okay. Okay, ready? Okay. I'm calling you.
I'm drinking vodka.
Brad, pick up.
Hey, what's up?
Brad, dude, I know it's late. I got some real info on the Scott Christopher guy. You know what I got? It's gonna effing crush him. It's gonna crush him.
What is it? Is he like an evil, like, dude who's been using his priesthood and abusing it the whole time?
Oh, bro, I know. You're thinking, is he a pedophile or something? No, I got something for you, bro.
Yeah.
His real last name is Claflin.
What? Like it says on his IMDb page?
Claflin.
Is this the juicy part?
Yeah. I figured out that his
real last name is Claflin.
Yeah, I thought he was a 2 first name guy. Turns out he's got a last name.
So he has a stage name. Does his stage name reveal something like really salacious?
How much is the church paying you? Okay.
Hey, that was a good improv skit, man. Good improv skit. Well, dude, it's not only you guys savaging him right now. He's getting savaged in the comments. We'll go over him. Brad, what do you got to say?
I just wanted to say, he also, just like you said, Kwaku, the way you ended that, he literally says in Bill, where is the comment? What is the word that he uses? The wording he uses. How much were you paid, Scott?
Well, this is
what literally says that in this. Like, clearly he was paid to be the host of this thing. This is normal. Like, why does it matter how much he was paid?
Well, here's the other thing that is hilarious. Yes, it agrees. Why does it matter what name he uses? Why does it matter how much he was paid? They're so desperate to try and do damage to the church that they will literally grasp at straws. And what's funny is what the Exmo community is willing to do to cater to them. Because, like, it's very interesting seeing how some people give him pushback, but it's interesting seeing how they buckle. So I'm actually going to put this up on the screen. Here's some of the first comments. He does this weird, creepy thing, like posting every single profile this guy has had, like ever. Like, he's even going back to encyclopedia.com and TV Guide. If there's any proof that online anti-Mormons are seriously middle-aged, like white boomers, it's the fact that on Facebook, they're posting TV Guide and encyclopedia.com references. All right. And then the second thing is, check this out. Sure, using your pseudonym is one thing. Getting paid to act out your testimony is another. How much were you paid, Scott? And then this Jim Smith guy literally just says, like, it's just a stage name. No big deal. And then, no, that don't fly. That don't fly here, man. So Bill Rowe comes back and he says, Jim Smith, sure. Using a pseudonym is one thing. Getting paid to act out your testimony is another. In fact, using his actor name to act for a religious video in which he is paid to act as a believer, regardless if he is one, is strange. It seems he should have been Scott Claflin in the videos then. Stage names are for what? All of your stage performances. Whether you believe in the source material or not, your stage name as a host and an actor is your stage name. Whether you're doing Don Quixote, which you know is 100% fictional, or whether or not you're representing Scripture Central in an argument that the Book of Mormon's historicity can be augmented and better understood through archaeology. Your stage name is your stage name. This isn't the IRS. It's Hollywood, it's movies, it's film, it's television, all right? And then what's so funny is now this Jim Smith guy buckles and he just goes, I see where you're coming from. Gotcha. I see where you're coming from. Gotcha. Like,
yeah, that seems like I'm not dealing with this.
Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, high priest of anti-Mormon.
He's just ducking out, Carden. I don't think he's I don't think he's letting him have any ground. He's just like, okay, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And then dipping out.
Dude, this is so funny. And then literally the copy and paste is hilarious. The cope is hilarious. This Jordan dude says, this feels very ad hominem, irrelevant. He's been an actor for a long time. He's a super nice person and pretty hilarious to listen to. He's like, being paid to act out your testimony, reading a written script seems odd. Like, I don't know, man. This is absolutely hilarious, but it doesn't stop there, all right? It keeps going. One of his own Facebook friends is his acting name, and he plainly states on his profile that he is paid to talk and stuff. Like, this is wild, man. Like,
and see, this is the kind of stuff where if Bill Reel is going to make this big of a deal out of this, how am I supposed to take seriously the way he views the rest of church history? He could be making a massive mountain out of a molehill like this.
But
and
it's
I would
not
never
even a
know.
molehill.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't anything. This is a stage name.
Remember I don't know if it was Bill Reel or Mike Norton, but remember when they tried to spread this rumor that my actual name is Gary?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
And that you were gay?
Yeah.
Remember, like,
I was a gay guy named Gary. And people were like, yeah, no, Kwaku's name is not Gary.
First, they tried to create a fake stage name for Kwaku as Gary, the gay man Gary. And then now, when that didn't work out, they're angry somebody with a real stage name is actually using it.
They've tried to call me two other people. They got trolled by like a random Facebook account years ago, and he became obsessed with it being me, and I had no clue what the guy was talking about. And then years after that, they start saying my name is Gary. And Carden, you've bought plane tickets from me before. You know my legal name.
Dude, it's a mile long.
It's not Gary. It's not Gary. It's very African. It's very Arab. It ain't Gary.
The level of certainty that they spoke of with your name being Gary was like, what are you talking about, guys? You cannot just go out there and say, yeah, this dude that's clearly Kwaku out. Like, no. And maybe it wasn't the Gary one, but the other guy. What even was that guy?
The which guy? For what?
The commenting one where they're like, this is clearly Kwaku. Like, no, guys.
It was some account on Facebook. I wasn't paying attention to the situation, and they're like, we know this is you, Kwaku. And I'm like,
oh,
who?
yeah. No, they always say that. Well, remember they tried to say that, now I don't have proof of this, but I'm going to make the heinous accusation. They said that, like, somebody trying to use a different letter of that word that you don't say online.
In the YouTube live stream.
In the
they
YouTube
were trying
live
to say
stream.
that you were trying to start like an N tower.
Yeah, they're saying I was trying to start an N tower. And the hilarious part is they've said multiple times that I run a YouTube channel called Against Anti-Mormons.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about that. So anyway.
As if you would have time.
Dude, like, seriously. And by the way, look at the production quality of this studio. Like, I'm not dogging whoever this Against Anti-Mormons guy is. Sometimes I've seen funny memes. I don't even know if it's a guy, to be honest with you. Never interacted with the person. Don't know what it is. But, like, I'm not trying to dog on the YouTube channel. But let's just say the videos are rudimentary at best, okay? And then you look around here and what we put out, and I'd like to think that it's a far cry from our traditional modus operandi, right? So anyway, as always, this is something where, Brad, I'm so glad you said it because I was thinking the exact same thing. This is 2024's Solomon Spaulding. This is 2024's Solomon Spaulding. Okay? If we can't trust what they say in 2024 as being rational, reasonable, or representative of reality, how on earth can you trust what they say about 1824? If you think View of the Hebrews inspired the Book of Mormon, just go read it. The church has bought the rights. You know what I'm saying? And it is freeware online. If you think that it's a shocker and a scandal that an actor use his stage name in a paid production, then just please tell me how Joseph Smith forged the plates from Captain Kidd novels. You'll probably believe that one too. Brad, what do you got to say, my man?
Oh, I was just going to say, you see some odd conclusions being drawn too. Like, I saw this guy talking about the View of the Hebrews book, and he was like, yeah, you can buy it online on Amazon now. So clearly it was a popular, well-selling book because it's still around and available today. And I'm like, bro, it's available because the church bought the copyright and published it so people could see just how much it isn't what the Book of Mormon came from.
By the way, this just came off of print on demand on Amazon too. The Gen Z Chat GPT translation of the Book of Mormon by Broseph Smith. Like, I just availability.
How has that not been a sketch? Like the total Pepe Sylvia schizo guy who's like, okay, I got something on Joseph Smith. Captain Kidd. You're like, what?
That's literally Pomeroy Tucker.
That could be such a funny sketch.
Dude, we got to write it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We got to write it. And the best part is you could green screen that so that as long as the actor was wearing the right thing, if you went over to the green screen, you could just superimpose the old set from, that would actually be a really, really good, funny one. So anyway, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Did we just get seriously owned by Bill Reel? Does what's his name, Scott Christopher? Did Scott Christopher just get shown who's the boss? You know what I'm saying? Or is this just a big fat nothing burger that's not a nothing burger because it really does show us how desperate and disingenuous a lot of these anti-Mormon arguments are. Please let us know in the comments below what you guys think. And any last comments before we go, guys? Any last comments before we go and enjoy the rest of the day? No takers. Awesome.
Oh, I was just going to say, I've been playing around with using the stage name of Brad Witt instead of Brad Whitbeck because people stumble over saying my last name. Like, there are tons of viable reasons why people would change their name and have a stage name different.
What guy named Gary decides to make his name more complicated?
Yeah.
It's usually people with African names decide to go like, like, my name is Umbatku and I'm now going to be Peter. It's usually, It's not like,
Well, and also, dude, I thought it was really funny when we ordered your what's that weird drink that you like again? It's boba.
Oh yeah,
that was
boba.
it. When we ordered your boba, it was hilarious. So I slipped the production card in to swipe for the boba, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw that I was paying, but he was ordering, right? And so the woman behind the counter was, very cordial, very nice. She goes, okay, what name should I put on this? And what's hilarious is I look at Kwaku and Kwaku looks at me and we're thinking, okay, Cardin, she's not going to be able to spell it. She doesn't know how to do it. And Kwaku just forget it. So Kwaku literally just goes, Tim. It's just Tim.
Yeah. I always order as Tim because they can say it. It's easy. I don't have to. Tim. Always.
3 letters.
I'm ready just to say Bob. I'm ready just to say my name is Bob. My name is Bob. What's the simplest last name? Lee. My name is Bob Lee.
I literally started doing it during COVID because my COVID parties were too controversial. I was afraid of people spitting in my food, so I always order as Tim.
Oh, wow. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. As always, for this and more, please check us out at WardRadio.com.
This is gonna be the best day ever. This is gonna be the best day ever. Wake up, top of the morning. The bacon is crispy, the coffee is pouring. My meditation is peeling an orange. The bank says I'm already scoring.